Yes, people, what's going on? I hope everyone's good. We are back with another one, and as you've probably seen by the title of the video, we're doing not an unboxing, an unbagging. We've got this month's script coming. There's 2 strains in here, 77 quid. As always, this is just an initial thoughts, kind of going through my experience of what I've received. You don't have to take it as gospel. I'm some random geezer on the internet, hitting record on my phone and unbagging 2 of my prescriptions for the month. So yeah, like I say, 77 quid. They are both IPS, which is interesting. I actually didn't film my last script, but I got an IPS for the first time ever. It was an IPS owned brand. I was actually quite impressed with it. It was a bit dry, but overall I got a Safricana as well that was a lot more moist and sticky, and it was nowhere near what I was expecting, shall we say. But yeah, I won't go too much into that one. This is another one now. So like I say, I've gone down the IPS route. I've gone for 2 IPSs. Yeah, we're going to see what they're like. I don't know what to expect. We've got the Sherb cream pie, and we've got the... what was it now? Sherb cream pie and permanent chimera. So yeah, permanent marker chimera cross. I'm hoping we're going to get the sort of permanent marker effects with a bit of a sweeter undertone on it. Do you know what I mean? Something to take away that chemicaliness. It's not a word, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Either way, like I say, this is my initial thoughts. I'm guessing they may be a bit dry because the last IPS I got was. So I've got the Hydrostone at the ready. It may improve over time as well, but like I say, yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's go for it. Let's see what we think. Both of them in bags this time, which is mad because last time the IPS I got came in a tub, one of them white tubs. Let's have a quick look. So this is the permanent chimera. Yeah, completely different bags. That's mad. Like I say, never really had IPS before, so only that last one. I've had, like, you know, the Big Nasty or other things like that, but yeah, man. Okay, both in the bags. This Sherb cream pie is feeling like big, dense nugs. He sows the chimera, to be fair. Okay, I reckon let's go straight in for the Sherb cream pie. Let's have a look at that one first. They're in one of these bags like the Curo ones. They're a bit annoying to open. They've got that sort of lip on the back. But they're good because they've got a good seal on them. So you basically, for anyone who doesn't know, you grab that part, then grab that lip on the back as well. If you're pulling here, it will be a nightmare to open and you'll be well annoyed. There's a little fingerprint here. You just literally put your thumb there and it opens up super easy. I've seen a lot of people have a nightmare with them. Okay, off the bat, it's looking nice. It's looking nice. Ooh, give that a sec. Whew. Not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting at all. Let's have a little... yeah, we're on a bit on the dry side, not gonna lie. I'm not getting much of the Sherb or the creaminess coming through there. Yeah, I mean, there's something there, but it's not what I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie. It might vape a bit different, might improve a bit more with a Hydrostone. Like I say, 38.50 though, people. 10 Gs, completely legal, fully legal. YouTube, this is 100% legal. Prescribed by a doctor, legit flower that's just turned up, you know what I mean? There's not too much you can argue with for 38.50. Now, interestingly, some people have been getting some of the better stuff that they've had the whole time on medical at the cheaper end, which is mad to say. But you also are going to get stuff at the cheaper end that might not be all that. And you also might get something that's not quite got much of a smell or flavour, but it's got a lot of effects. Like, that is a thing. Obviously, everyone cares for different things. The main thing is that it's been looked after, and it's... sorry, people, just had an absolutely mad sneezing fit. I had to just cut that out there. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. Massive, very dense, like very dense, light green looking nugs. Little hints of purple. Extremely dense though. Extremely dense for what I'm looking at. I would expect this creaminess to come through. Maybe it's going to develop. There's a tiniest bit of it, maybe. Maybe actually now I've cracked a couple of them. The thing is, there's one of these nugs here. It's probably where it's been sat in this bag, to be honest, but it looks like, you know, the edge of a fucking... It is. It's 2 nugs squished together. Yeah. You know, like you know, like the edge of a box or something like that when it's been vac sealed, and it's squished and it's flat. One of the nugs was like that, and it was stuck to the other. It looks like it's one big nug, but it actually is just 2, and one of them's not as squished as the other, and one's nearly 2D. Probably the packaging it's come in, and the fact that it's come in a fucking bag, though, innit? But genuinely, I'm not mad about that for £38.50. I've not tried it. We're going to see what it actually is like in the vape, but overall, that is looking decent. It's just smelling on the muted side, I ain't gonna lie. It's a bit on the dry side as well. Do you know what? It's sticking to my finger, which is more than I can say for the jet fuel apricot. That didn't happen. So I just broke the nug open and give it. Let me try for a nug that's not broke open. Still stuck, still stuck, still. It's just dropped off. I mean, there's a bit more moisture in it that some people have said it come very, 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 very dry. That's not... Don't get me wrong, there is trichome heads falling off of it, though. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know how it's been dried or whatever. Now I've broke a few more open. I am getting that hint of the creaminess, but yeah, strange. I heard someone say this was like apricot-y, and for me, there's no apricot coming through here, and I've literally just had the jet fuel apricot from IPS. I'm wondering, was there some sort of packaging error, or maybe it comes through more apricot-y in the vape. But yeah, like I say, £38.50, £10, 10 G's legal prescribed flour. What can I, you know what I mean? What can I even say wrong with that? I don't think I can. Yeah, man. I'm excited to see how it goes, and like I say, I am gonna. Wow, it is absolutely caked in heads. To be fair, absolutely caked. The trim job's been pretty decent on it as well. There's maybe a. Yeah, do you know what? Not half bad. Like I say, £38.50. I am not at all mad. So that's that one. That is the Sherb cream pie. 21%. I'm hoping, like I say, this is going to be a sort of a nighttime one for me, but we'll see. And the same with this. This is the permanent chimera. Let's go straight in for it. 23% on this one. Same thing again. A little tab at the back. Boom. Okay. Wow. There's some holders in here, mate. That is an absolute Christmas tree. There is a bit of marker coming through there. I would say it's a bit more on the chimera side. It's a bit drier than that one. It feels less dense though. Completely feels less dense. It still sticks to your finger. Oh, yeah, it does smell nice. It does smell nice. It does. And again, to be fair, mate, these are looking nice. They're a bit squashed. That's all I can say, is they're a bit squashed. But the actual nugs, they've been trimmed nicely. They are absolutely covered in THC and, you know, everything else. And there's a good size selection here. You've got a couple of little ones. But I don't mind. I'll chuck them straight through. You know what I mean? I always save the big ones till the end. But there is a fair few monsters in here. And I mean monsters. Like, compared to, you know, some of you lot will know, some of the stuff that we're getting in medical sometimes is absolutely tiny. These are like proper Christmas trees, looking like top colas, do you know what I mean? There's, yeah, surprising. Definitely looking machine trim there. We've got a few calyxes like cut wide open. Somebody who cared wouldn't do that, would they? But there is a markerishness to it. It is there, and I'm kind of glad it's not that super chemically side. Don't ever quite say sweetness. Maybe a bit. Yeah, man. Do you know what? Like I say, for what I've just paid there, £77, right? Well, that was a mad. That's because of the stickiness on my fingers. They're sticky. They're not the terpiest flowers in the world. I'm not gonna lie and say they are. They're not. Do you know what I mean? There's two here. I'm not that mad. £38.50, 77 quid, fully legal medicine, delivered to my door. You know what I mean? I don't really think I can complain too much about that. Unlike, you know, that Safricana, I am going to go into it. You all know about the pickle dust. That was an absolute joke, and I was complaining about that. I actually put a complaint in. I'm not even going to go into it because you're going to piss me off. But yeah, for these two, for 77 quid for the two, I'm buzzing. I'm over the moon with that. Do I think they could be a bit better? Yes. Do I think that they might improve with the Hydra Stone? Potentially. Let's have just another quick look. So, just a second little... Yeah, I'm getting the permanent coming through. Like I say, I'm kind of glad. I'm not going to lie. That chemically vibe with the permanent marker, although I love the effects, it's that chemical sort of terp I don't get on with too well. So it's kind of a bit of a... I don't enjoy vaping it because vaping brings out the flavour so much. And sometimes permanent marker is just a bit too sharpy. But yeah, I would say not 100% perm. Definitely a bit more of the chimera going on in there. Not at all mad for £38.50. I don't think it's fantastic. You know, don't get me wrong. It's not like the craziest bud I've ever seen. But again, £38.50, mate. Does that mean the stuff I've paid way more than that for on medical? There's nowhere near that quality, and I mean nowhere near, not even reaching for that quality, and I've paid like 60, 70, 80, 85. I would say some of the 85s that I bought are on par with that, which is fucking crazy. I think anyway, it shouldn't be the case, and I don't think that's brilliant. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. That's my point. Those 85s that I've bought, why are they putting that at 85? That should be at 38.50, and I'd be happy with that. You know, if they were saying that those absolute top graders are coming in at 60s, I wouldn't be mad. Yeah, this the Sherb cream pie, the creaminess is there a little bit. Like I say, there's something else going on that I can't quite put my finger on, but it's quite muted. Yes, it is. It's just quite muted. I'm surprised how the nugs are sticking. Like, I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to break in half and they weren't going to stick to my fingers, but they are. My fingers are really sticky after messing with these two. But there's trichome heads falling off everywhere. I don't know if they've over dried it and then done a quick rehydrate. I don't know what they're doing. We don't know, do we? We ain't got enough information here. All we're getting is THC continent, CBD, cultivar, contents, how much, don't store above 25, C, protect from light, batch number, expiry date. Now this expires in April. This one expires in July. Sorry, this one expires in August. It starts with an A. Come on, people, it's late. Just got back from work. But yeah, this one goes out 11th of the 8th, so August. So it's got another 4 months on it, essentially, nearly 4 months. And this one has got about 3 months on it. It's middle of July. So yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. Out of the two, I'm more excited about the chimera. The cream pie it's that muted that there's not that much coming through. Whereas, yeah, I'm getting it with that. And the nugs in this are just looking mad. They are looking good, to be fair. Yeah. Wow. There are some proper nice ones in here. So, that's it, people. That's the video. What'd you get for 77 quid in UK medical? 20 G's is what I've got. I've also spent that on 10 and it's been worse than both of these. So, for me, I'm happy with that. I'm not, like I say, I'm not here doing a review. I haven't even tried these yet. I'm not recommending you should get it or anything like that. I'm just a guy putting his experience online and chatting about it. That's literally it. So just remember that. YouTube as well, remember that. But yeah, it's what can I say? £77, 20G illegal flower delivered to my house. I'm more than happy. Let's see how they go. Let's see how they go through the vape. Let's see how they do with the Hydra Stone. Weirdly, like I say, I definitely thought they weren't going to be that sticky when I felt how dry they were. But then as soon as I squished them, they were sticking to my fingers. Bit of a weird one. A lot of the dry ones that I've had, you just squash and they just crumble to dust. So yeah, mad one, to be honest with you. But there we go. That's it done, people. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. big up to every single one of the you know, the likers, commenters, subscribers, all the members, all the people who jump in the streams every week, and the lurkers who don't drop the comments, and the fucking haters, mate. Big up yourselves. Big up everyone. Fucking love yous all, man. I will see. I'm just holding these here. I don't know why. I will see yous all in the next one, and hopefully in the stream on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Take it easy, my people. Big up yourselves. See you soon.